In today's video, we've got a really cool feature which comes from Cris Costa, who's a highly experienced physio from down in London. And what he's going to be doing is he's going to be taking you through how he would use the pinch block that we produce on how to do some rehab exercises and some warm-up exercises that you can do at both the wall and at the crag. So many thanks to Cris for putting this together. He's really experienced with this stuff and he's got some really cool ideas how to use this training tool, this rehab and warm-up tool. So very, very nice to see that. The other thing I want to remind people about the pinch and crimp block is that this is a highly portable device that can be used in a number of manners. So it's definitely a pickup device, and we can bring things up from the floor, whether it's using a crimp or a pinch or a sloper, or the variety of different ways that we can use this device. But it's also portable in the manner that we can also hang this up from these attachment points and use it like a portable fingerboard that can hang from a fixed point or also a TheraBand. You'll see a nice little method that Cris uses in the video for also using with a TheraBand. So it's a really portable device that I want to really encourage many of you to use within your warm-up, your rehab, and your strength training. So I'll let Cris get on with the video now and enjoy what he has to say.
Hello everyone, my name is Cris Costa. I am a London-based physiotherapist. I have been working with climbers for 15 years. I have been a climber myself for over 3 decades, running clinics in different climbing gyms, and here today we are at the Milan climbing wall. Thanks very much for watching this episode. Today we're going to be looking at the Lattice pinch block. It's a really good device, really well designed. You've got a few different grips in there. You've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously the real pinch, which is a standardized way of pinching, so you can test yourself against your own mates and see how you're doing. So you've got about 5 different grips, and we're going to look today at some ways that you can use it as your warm-up, either at the crag or at your gym session. You can literally carry it anywhere with you in your rucksack, whether you're cycling or getting on the tube around London or driving a car to a more distant destination. So I hope you make a good use of this. So the first grip we're going to look at on the pinch block is the pinch. So we have a standardized line in there, so you can always measure yourself to the same standard. So it's a really good way to use to train yourself for those pinch climbs and to rehab as well if you have any issues with your pinch grip. So you're just holding there with a weight and you're applying an isometric contraction, which you can change the times of the holds depending on what you want to achieve with this. Another grip we've got on the pinch block is this flat sloper in here. Really good grip to use as a warm-up as well. So again, you can have a load, and this time around we're using both hands, so you can get a bit of a stance, add more weight if you need to, and then apply your isometric contraction in there. Then you can hold it for depending how much time you want to, depending what you want to achieve. So another grip position we've got on this pinch block is the crimp. So you can either have it on a half crimp, more of a full-on crimp, or you can have as an open hand as well on a drag, and then you can use again to warm up to your projects. If you're going to have edge size of around this size, you can again apply your isometrics, or you can do some finger rolls as well. Really good way to get yourself warmed up on concentric eccentric loading. So another good hand grip you've got in here to rehab or use as your warm-up is the mini jug. So you can use both hands. You can use on a lateral down machine for those of you who goes to gym, or just at the crag. You can use with a load. You can have your rucksack hanging on it and do your isometric holds in there. So the next grip we're going to look at is this kind of a good crimp size. You can use it either as a half crimp, or you can get into more a full crimp position. You can again use with a load for your isometrics. You can also do some lateral down. You can take it to your gym session and use on your gym, attach it to the row, or we're going to look at different ways as well to do it. So now we're going to look at one muscle contraction that you can use from every grip. I'm just going to use the crimping here. So what you do is you have a no tension, get onto your half crimp position, pull tension, and then you just let go with the fingers. I'll show it again. So we're doing an eccentric here. So half crimp, tension, release, and on the open hand position, you release the tension, and then you come back on the half crimp position, tension, and then you release the grip, and then you release tension. So it's a nice way to do your eccentric training in rehab. So another way we can use our pinch block is for isometrics. So for this kind of contraction, there is no length change in a muscle. So iso in Latin means same, and metric means length. So obviously I will be using a static sling because I don't want it to give. And I'm just, for purpose of showing you, you can use in every grip, but I'm just going to be showing you on the half crimp position hand here on the crimp. And then what I do is I apply some tension, and usually looking to do something between 70% of your maximum contraction. And what is going to change is the length of time you're going to hold that tension for, and the number of reps as well. Whether you want to be doing a density hang, which is somewhere around 30 seconds, and you're going to do a few reps. The recommendation is about 5 reps with a 2-minute rest in between. But if you're doing more on the rehab side, you might be wanting to hold it for a longer period of time and do a reduced number of reps. However, for more specific indication on how to use it, you might want to seek a professional help and advice. So now we're going to look at some other ways that we can use our pinch block, whether we can attach it either outside to the first bolt or to a tree, or at the climbing gym at somewhere. And I'm going to get onto my half crane position here, and we're going to do some rows. I'll get some shoulders warming up as well. And I can get into this position here. Again, still have my half crane there. And just stay on that scapular plane. Really nice way to get ourselves warmed up again. And you can do a bunch of reps on each side. And another way I can do my finger rolls in here, getting from half crimp to open hand. And with the same setup, we can do our eccentrics in here, where I get into the half crimp position, pull tension, let go, release, half crimp position, pull tension, and let go. Another good way to get yourselves warmed up.